and the Trial by Fire. And this is a game that Chad has played many times. And we are doing the VGA remake of the game, which came out 10 years ago.
So
10-ish years ago.
since this came out,
Who owns Quest for Glory? Who owns it? Who
probably
owns it?
Activision.
Activision. Okay.
So since this version came out, I don't think it played the original version. It's just so many great little additions and fixes to this.
Is this the one that they have the cat people?
Yes, Caddis.
Okay, so Caddis. Just having some coffee. Happy to see
Hey.
my favorite peeps.
Twitter says it's National Coffee Day.
Hey,
Cheers.
this is anti-coffee. Can't have any. He won't let me have any. It's not even a matter of he won't let me. It's my body says no.
So a lot of these people you see on this list, the credits, also did Mage's Initiation.
I think one thing that's interesting to me is all of these older adventure games all had the credits in the front of the game. Like Leisure Suit Larry last week, when it ended, it just like we were on the island and that was it.
Yeah.
You know, we were like, well, where's the ending?
Yeah.
I mean, do we keep clicking? What are you doing here?
The thing that was cool about the end of King's Quest, Quest for Glory 5, it feels like the end of a movie in a way.
Okay.
It's like, whoa, watch out! But, I mean, it does. It's like, okay, it's over, and then they have, like, the long credits running, and it's like, oh, yeah.
Chris Jones is a name I'm definitely familiar with.
Adventure
Mark
gaming.
Siebert
Music
for
volume.
the adventure games, definitely.
Then Tom
Even that
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski. Okay,
You know,
why do we
you're
have
not
no
gonna
sound?
regret this. There's no voices.
Guaranteed the best in town, or no, get your money back. Okay, I
How
have
about
to
a
be.
nice wait?
How about a nice wait? What?
Up there.
What is up there? Okay, so is that how we fly into town?
Yeah. I love they have the Quest for Glory 1 VGA styling of the dude.
No, the costumes. Okay, we slow the text down. We cannot. We've got to read faster. Don't read it all.
It's just the intro.
Now you look like a hero, Shapir style. Look at me, I'm a cat. No, I'm not a cat. I'm a hero. But I'm with cat people. Look at, I could have even dressed in my little costume today with the little geisha girl thing.
Not geisha.
No.
Unless you want to go up and go change.
No. I'm happy with what I'm wearing. I'm saving that for not geisha girl, but little gypsy woman belly dancer for the Halloween night stream. All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I had these. Wow, you're really a hero.
So I was worried that there was this music. We can control the sound of it?
Probably once we're in.
Okay, go ahead.
So anyway, I had these two imports. One thing that was kind of neat about the Quest for Glory series is that you could transfer your character from one game to the other. One mistake they made from going from Hero's Quest to Quest for Glory 2 was that they always imported the character as a fighter, which was like kind of sucked. So if you wanted to play it as a wizard or a thief in Quest for Glory 2, you end up having to create a new character.
So you could not import your character from Quest for Glory 1 unless you were a fighter. Is that what you're saying?
You could try to import it, but it would make it as a fighter. So it was
Interesting.
It was a bug in the system. Hopefully they fix it, but in this one they do fix it, or at least in later games they then prompt you like, "Hey, it looks like your character was this class. Is that correct?" And then it asks.
I see. So
I
it
had these
knows.
two previous characters. One was this was the character I played for my pacifist run, and I named him. He was a thief, so I named him Encyclopedia Salesman. Now, Mike Cade, if you were into Monty Python,
which he's not.
You
He
would
does
get
not
that.
like Monty
See?
Python.
you
We
would-
forgive you, Mike Cade. That's okay if you don't like Monty Python. He doesn't like British humor. He doesn't get it.
But it was
That's
so the joke behind that was like there was this guy knocking on the door and he's trying to get in, and he's saying burglar, and the pepper pot woman is like, you're not an encyclopedia salesman, are you? He's like, oh no ma'am, I'm here to burgle, rob, steal, that good stuff. And she's like, oh, you're sure you're not an encyclopedia salesman? Oh no sir, no ma'am. And eventually she lets the burglar in, and then he's just like, oh, have you ever thought about buying my
Some
son of encyclopedias?
Yeah, the funny thing, the running joke with that too for us is that whenever he does knock on the door, I say, "Are you sure you're not an encyclopedia salesman?"
So anyway, I have my fighter. So in the last year, I played a fighter, and just this one was just straight up. One thing that's kind of fun about this series is that you can sort of mix your characters. You want a fighter with magic or things like that.
Exactly.
This thief, actually, I gave him some magic so he could learn the calm spell, which is useful. That if some monster is coming after you, you can cast calm spell, and they'll cause them to stop for a bit and allows you to.
So
be able
why
to run
don't you
away.
just start from nothing and just not import?
Because my character is a lot more buff than if I start with a brand new character. So that's one of the big advantages. So
That's what happened last year at the Quest for Glory. We came in pretty damn strong, which then we didn't.
So if you
die
can
a
see,
lot.
like pretty much almost everything, all my stats were at 100, except my intelligence. So if you don't have like magic and can cast that, trying to get your intelligence.
So what do you? If you start at 100, what's the challenge in this game?
You go up to 200.
Ah,
So each game then bumps up by 100. So,
Okay, so we're
so
going
by
to move to 200.
Yeah, so by the last game,
Got you.
you can go up to 500.
Okay,
So
okay.
That's where it bumps up. So, with some of these games, you can try to go through real quick, or you can, if you like the RPG element, you can certainly grind as well.
We gotta get in so we get that sound turned down.
Okay, one thing they did with this that was annoying in the original was the alleyways are really confusing. There is a map that comes with the game, but when they remade this, they added a version that simplifies the streets of Shapir and stuff like that. And they also give different ways of how do you want to be able to interact and talk to people. Do you want to just have standard point and click interface, or do you want to be able to type things, or you even have a mix? So dialogue, I want to have combo. So you can ask things, and you can also use point and click.
Okay.
And alleyway, I'm going to do the simplified. So
Allows players new to Quest for Glory to navigate the city with little chance of getting lost. So the other one is really, really complicated.
it's a maze.
Okay. It's not amazing how quickly we have set up this inn that Kata's tale is already the center of Shapir's entertainment. Where else can you watch the Shima dance? Okay, so do I just hit enter or click or something? Okay. You know you will always have a place to stay and find food to eat in Shapir, Shamin, Shamia, and I cannot thank you enough for helping us recover our stolen treasure. It is good to be back home, even though I had troubling news. My old friend Arus al-Din, the emir of Razir, is missing. He was a good man, but not as wise as I. Ah, but you have not even seen our beautiful Shapir yet, and already I am speaking of problems. You need to go out and explore and discover why this is indeed a land of enchantment. Okay, sound first. There we go. Perfect. And of course, like anything, when we come back in November, we'll have to make sure. Do you have these combat options that you can do something with them?
Yeah, so one thing that was really a massive change they did to this game was the combat. So I really liked how Quest for Glory 2 did the combat and generally used the number pad to be able to do different swings, dodging, blocks, and things like that. In this game, they really add on to what you can do with it and extra moves, and you kind of have these weird, like, if you can time things just right, you fly back and they can jump back forward, you can throw daggers. So they really made fighting a lot more complex. And it looks like they also have an auto fighting option as well, but some of the monsters are also a lot tougher, especially the ghouls, especially if you don't have magic or you're a thief. The ghouls are very difficult because they now have magic. The Pterosaurus is very difficult. It was already supposed to be like one of the most difficult monsters in the original one, but it just kind of very hardy. Now it can charge and use its tail to
This
knock you
is
down and
an
stuff,
action turn-based kind of fighting, right? It's
No,
still
it's
in the
live,
same. I am Abdullah Du. It is an old family name.
So here's where we can ask about things like the weather.
It is hot. In the day, it is hot, and at night, it is cold. It is always the way this time of year.
So we ask about Regier.
Razir and Shapir were sister cities separated by the sands of the desert. Now it is said that the fountain of Razir runs no more and that the city's soul has shriveled like a grape in the sun. Aris was the kindest of men, quick to hug you and call you brother, but I must admit he was not very brave. He was generous and friendly man, and Razir was a place worth living. Now Aris is lost, and his brother sits on his throne, and Razir stagnates.
Mostly a puppet figurehead.
Yeah.
Who they don't
Many
really
of those.
they don't really mention much about the who is the actual Emir now. But it's definitely a lot more of some of the other characters.
Isn't it
later
Emir? I don't know. Is it Emir or Emir? We don't know. We'll just say Emir.
on.
It grieves me very. Hello, Slayer. Slayer's
Hey,
talking.
Slayer.
Hang on just a second. Yeah, let's go on into stuff. Hello, Slayer loving gaming. Welcome to the stream. We're so glad to see ya. Have a great time. Hello, guys. Hello, Slayer. Hello, Mike Cade. I have heard that the Razir has become a grim and unpleasant place to be, and now that my good friend Eris is no longer the Emir. I have heard that in Razir they now forbid people to speak to one another. How can one live in such a way?
Fun little trivia. Regier is an anagram of Sierra.
Oh, I can see that. Yes, now you told me that. That's funny.
There's also a number of other names like Adavis and Alskirva were also kind of modifications of certain people's names. Like Adavis was from Bill Davis or something, so they took kind of Davis and made a name that way. So
Yeah, Slayer. How was the play yesterday? He had a performance. Is it only this weekend, or does it go on for another weekend again, starting next weekend, Slayer? The land of Shapir may be plagued with elementals and, how do you say that, jinns? I think it's jinns.
Yeah, it's like, say, you have jinns, genies,
Genies,
sort of different
jinns,
spellings
right?
and stuff. Ifrits.
But this city will ever stand as long as there are heroes as yourself.
You got it.
A place to relax, to talk, to friends, to eat and drink, and to watch entertainment. What better place to be?
Food.
Shima's cooking is fantastic. Her tea is heavenly. Truly, the kata are friends beyond measure. I love how the guys in the background look. He's looking at himself.
Oh yeah, he's a cat, dude. Yeah.
It was really good again, and the play dates run into July next year. With more might get added if demand is high enough. I see. Okay, jinns are magical beings, huge monstrous creatures of power, capable of tearing a man's limb from limb. Although I have never personally experienced this.
Apparently so.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
There's also, and we meet some very powerful genies later on. So.
The Keta make great neighbors and friends, and Shamin and Shima are the finest of katas. So if you didn't like a cat, Shamin lands on his paws wherever he goes. This inn is the oasis of culture for Shapir. The enchanted Shima. Her dance must be seen to be savored. Are we going to see the enchanted Shima dance?
Yes.
Okay. If you did not come in with all your buffs, how long would it take to play this game?
Well, one thing about this game, so
No knowledge. Think no knowledge.
you mean like just actual time-wise? Or?
Yeah. You have no knowledge. You have no.
Well, I remember as a kid, there's things that were kind of difficult, or sometimes knowing, you had to go talk to this person, and being really proud, like, I figured out I had to go talk to this person to figure out how to conquer certain.
You have the Quest for Glory handbooks.
I'm in that book that I have somewhere. Yeah. I think it's down. Look above the Dagger of Iron on Raw. I think it's that purple book. No. Look above the... Okay, look behind the boxes. There's 2 books.
Gotcha. That's what I meant.
The purple one. And I had a Quest for Glory 2 hint guide as a kid. It might have disappeared when my brother had it, so... Yeah, I also got... There was this kind of big guide that was for like 1 through... I'm your friend and you trust me. So this one is talks about 1 through 4.
Okay. Is that hints or what is that?
It's a mix of things, sort of like the King's Quest companion.
It was really good to see good again. Okay, hold on. I just got to ask, are there glory holes? Holy lowly. He doesn't know what to say.
Monsters.
Just
I fought
monsters.
many monsters in my travels through the desert. That's why you go with a caravan.
There will be caravan tours here leaving later this month. I, for one, am happy not to have it be on here. Hey, Slayer, did you ever play a Quest for Glory game? Very disappointing. That's me getting kicked off Twitch. If you had not returned our stolen carpet and treasures, I would still be sitting there wasting away to a mere shadow of myself.
So this alludes to the first game. So Abdul, he was visiting Shapir and he got robbed by the brigands. And he was coming to visit his friends Shamin and Shima. And when you recover the stolen goods, then they take you to Shapir.
I just noticed how he just continues to lick his paw. He's just like nonstop licking his paw.
You know what's great about being a cat in a land in a desert? It's like the world is your litter box. You know?
That's true. Nah, to be fair, I didn't really play any of those Sierra games. So yeah, too bad, huh?
There's no greater treasure than friendship.
Tika covered her eyes, or their eyes. You're scaring the noobs and the olders. Okay.
Yeah, if I hadn't, no. It's like, trust me, I know a lot about fighting. Because let's take a look how much money I have.
You still retain
357
gold coins from the land of Spielberg. Now, what's the joke about Spielberg? Does that just have to do with, was it Spielberg related?
No, it's like, well, you have the money. You have the money, so you have to go, let's money changer.
Money. She is a very beautiful woman and very attracted to me, I can tell. You will find her at the end of Dinar Tariq Street to the west of here. I go there all the time. But I think it's to the west. When it comes to money, I am the person to ask. You will need to find the money changer to trade over your coin before you can buy anything here. See, that my problem is if you didn't know to put all these things, okay, you can order a meal.
Yeah, that one.
Shima will be here shortly with the meal. Meal. Here we go. A meal for us. Here's your morning meal. My name in the language of our people means she of the dance. The dance that I performed was at one time to ready our people for battle and for fertility. Now it's only for fun. I'll dance later. Ask me what you will, hero. If you had not returned our treasures to us, we still could be in that cold land. Actually, it's a meow. And away from our friends and family. It's good to be here again. You will always be welcome in our inn for the help you have given that allowed us to return here.
Oh, okay. She talks about Diner's odds.
This is your home as well as ours. It is hoped that you will enjoy what I have prepared. You only have to order it.
Most of what she makes sounds pretty good. In Quest for Glory 3, there's some interesting meals, and then in 5, it's purposely oddball meals.
The tea is made from fresh herbs and honey and is brewed by the sun. Be wary of her. It is said she uses men. Nevertheless, you will need to find her before you can buy anything here. You may have less trouble finding her if the names of the streets make sense to you. She must spend some time explaining the names of the various streets to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually meow. People would come from the far away to shop and browse in the bazaars of the Kata in Shapir and Razir. And now there is no bazaar at all in Razir. All Kata in the city were driven out of their homes there. Only my cousin Sharif did not leave. I fear for him. His name means honor. He is very brave. It is said he refused to leave Razir so that he could work to bring freedom to his homeland again. How bizarre. That's a good one. And in fact, that deserves a score. Our people were here long, and there's something kind, and I don't know, I missed it.
They'll always be there.
We're always, this is mi casa, su casa. Me screen is your screen. Your breakfast is delicious.
I like how they got certain things just right.
Thank you so much for following.
Thank you.
We appreciate that a lot.
If you press the middle mouse button, it changes to walk.
Feel free to go in and now you can use you can choose an avatar, and you can choose whatever kind you want.
So generally on Sundays when I play, we generally do mostly adventure games, a lot of Seer games. We have done a couple LucasArts games over the past year, though. We did Full Throttle, Day of the Tentacle, and Maniac Mansion.
I mean, we will play different, but it's mostly adventure games, I would say. But the rest of the week, then, I play by myself on stream, and often, and I play all kinds of different variety games. I just did a 5-day challenge of the Link's Awakening, and that's the Zelda game that came out for the Switch. The money changer will change the money of Spielberg. Oh, it's the guy. For Spielberg, for the coins of Shapir.
Yeah. This is
Shamin.
Yeah.
Is Link's Awakening on hold now until November? That is correct.
Are you not playing?
Either that or I'll finish it off by myself. The thing is, Mel and Chad, you guys remember the very first game you played, maybe one you remember playing that got you into gaming.
For me, it was probably like King's Quest 1. Together or just...
Very first game you played. Oh, well, okay.
Well, for me, probably like on the PC, the original King's Quest probably would have been one of the first ones. My friend also had a ColecoVision, so I remember playing games like Gorf, Space Fury, Smurfs game. That one was dumb. Spy Hunter.
Centipede. Seriously, we had an Atari 2600, and it was Centipede. That was way back when. First PC game, I played Doom. There was also some adventure games, but I can't remember the name of it. It wasn't Mystery House or anything. King's Quest 5. That was another one I played around the same time. So I played King's Quest 5 and got to used to Cedric the Owl. Like, oh no, King Graham, you can't go there.
Yeah,
don't do that, King Graham.
Because
I can't fly, King Graham, even though I have wings.
the computer I had back in the early 90s was too old. So yeah. I mean,
our very first one was first real computer was a Tandy. You stranger, you just in luck. I got everything you need right here.
You need a map?
Is that Ali Chica?
Yep. You need a compass?
You need a compass? I got a compass. You need a souvenirs of Shapir for friends and relatives? I got the best of souvenirs in town. The guy looks like he could play the piano, but strangely.
So you'll see several characters that are spoofing the Marx Brothers.
Ah,
No,
okay.
No Zeppo, as far as I know, but this one would be.
That's awesome.
This one would be Chico Marx.
Ah, that's why he's got Chica. Ali Chica. Got it. You look like such a fine person. Have I got the deal for you? Special today, I sell you a genuine made in Japan glow in the dark turban which says my father went to Shapir and all he bought me was. But maybe you got the no kids and that's what you want is I got to right to here. A Shapir in a bottle. You shake it and you see Shapir in a sandstorm. I sell it just for you only twice what it's worth. Yeah, my name is Ali. He is Ali Shika. You gonna ask me questions or you gonna buy what I sell? I no make a living off of answers. I heard that there was a stranger in town who asked a lot of questions.
Money changer.
You want to find the money changer, right? No problem, boss. Well, you go north until you find the fountain, and from the fountain's north point, you turn to the left. You go until you can see a way to go left, and then you go to the left. That's a right way. Follow the road. No, and you no miss it. Okay?
Yeah, I'm sure you will, but yeah.
I sell it what you need. What more can you want? How do you think you're going to find yourself with no map? I sell you one cheap, only 100 centimeters. Centimes. Special edition today says you are here with a big X. With a compass, you already know which way you going. How many people you know that? I give you a compass. It only costs 100 centimes. This is the finest souvenir stand in town. I personally guarantee it. It's only a souvenir stand in town. You need a souvenirs? I got them. How about a pair of glow-in-the-dark socks of Shapir? This way you no lose your feet at night. Do you buy one of those? Okay. The price of the map is 100 centimes. The price of the compass is 100 centimes.
Which is also $1.
Is it not the way you take an ice cream and put the whipped cream and the fudge on the top?
Desert dessert.
I understand the sight to see in business is not too good there. All right, so we've got a fun guy in this one, huh? All right, flowers of beauty, flowers of fragrance, most wonderful. Flowers bring cheer to your day.
So what if we try to buy something with our gold and silver?
You will need to go to the money changer of money to trade your coins for those in Shapir, ass idiot. But since you are a hero to my people, we get flowers anyway. I hope these flowers will bring you happiness. And that was actually a guy. I thought it was a gal selling flowers because typically in the game it's a gal, but it was a girl. No, it's a girl. She's wearing pants.
Well, they all are pretty much. So
wouldn't she be in a little hoo if she was a girl in the game? Wait a minute, what you think I am, a money changer? Your money, it's no good. You need to get this changed to deniers and centimes before you can buy something.
Let's ask about money changer. Money changer.
The money changer will give you deniers and centimes which you need to purchase things in this land. She's on Denier Tariq. My name is Lisha, which means quiet one in the language of the kata. I would be honored to sell you some flowers, hero of the north. They are merely 10 centimes. A strange sort of person, even for a human. His name is Sitar. He is shy, but a very good musician. He performs at the inn sometimes in the evening. He makes his living by performing in the bazaar. The name of the snake is Hissa. He is Sitar's companion and music critic. Enough already.
So what if we try to give some money here? Will that work? Hey, get out of my way.
Is he going to take all of our money? His name is Sitar. It's not a musical instrument.
There's no need of your Spielbergian money.
The musician does not want your money, hero. His name is Sitar, and that is, in fact, a musical instrument, so I do think that was rather clever. And we are on Fang. Am I saying on Fang right? Is it on Fang? What's the matter? I mean, I think F's are V's. So you are the
Yes.
stranger of the merchants are talking about the gate to Shapira is always open, but never have I seen an entrance to the city like yours. To fly in on a carpet, it must be
The
grand.
landing wasn't so great.
We should have done I like to dream right between the summer
Rooms all
sheets.
would do- Which means delight in existing things.
On a crowded night, I look at the night. See, magic carpet right. Close your eyes, girl. Look
Okay.
inside, girl.
Shapir.
the magic carpet ride.
In
The caddis tail is in the gate plaza.
diner side.
Her shop is at the south, at the end of Dinar Tariq. Everybody knows, except for the desert, it's a very dangerous place for any man. In the middle of the day, the sun will burn one. At night, many foul monsters prowl in search of easy prey. The dunes are all alike, and it's easy to lose one's way. Only if one is properly prepared can one endure when one travels in a caravan.
Let's ask about the caravan.
A caravan is many travelers journeying together. It is much less dangerous that way.
One thing. So, my ranking of the Quest for Glory games, I would have said ranked 1 and 4 for kind of first place. Then I would have said Quest for Glory 5, Quest for Glory 2, and then finally Quest for Glory 3. But with the VGA remake, I would have probably said I like this more than Quest for Glory 5. But one thing I didn't care for about Quest for Glory 2 as much as some of the other ones is that it has a very set time schedule, so it's always 30 days in the game. And so sometimes it's like you have to, if you've done everything, you don't have much to do except like maybe go grind on your skills or something like that. Versus some of the other games, you can get through those kind of more at your own leisure.
I see.
Can you put that book away? So in
So
here
you don't
then it
need
says,
this for anything? I was just going to take a look at
okay,
it.
there will be a caravan to Rajir in 16 days. So, dunes are the waves of the desert. It's my duty to protect the city against monsters that approach it. The brigands of the desert and the swift pterosaurs make travel by day even more dangerous than dangerous. The brigands will happily kill you for whatever you carry. The pterosaurs will hunt you for its flesh. Teleport to this.
Okay. So we have to watch out for the Pterosaurus. The brigands will happily kill you for whatever you carry. The Pterosaurus will hunt you for your flesh. Didn't you get me the first time? One must never travel in the desert without a source of water. You will need to buy a water skin. A compass is useful to keep from getting lost. Food supplies to keep away hunger are a good idea. And one thing that will aid you the most to stay alive in the desert is riding a good saurus.
Yeah, where can we find a good source?
You can see the riding source is in the stable over there. They are intelligent and brave creatures, willing to obey the slightest command from their master. They will take you wherever you wish and come to your aid against the monsters. Best of all, they can always find their way back to the stable where they are stable. So you need never get lost. The seller of sauruses will be here tomorrow. Perhaps you can purchase one then. The seller of sauruses is a strange man. I have not heard one who can talk faster when trying to sell a saurus. It costs but 50 centimes to stable a saurus there. It shall be watered and fed regularly. It's against our laws to bring a saurus into the city, since it can be fierce in defense of an owner. So if somebody's robbing you, you need a saurus, right? A caravan, and there will be a caravan in 16 days. In the middle of the day, the sun will burn. I think we've done all of these. So preparation, we're all set. It is said that the duty of the guards of Razir is to make certain all people obey many laws. Enough already. So I picked a picture on my Twitter post today of him and a saurus, and it was lucky I did that because I didn't know for a fact that that was the right game, and fortunately it was. And when we come into the game, we were riding a magic carpet. That's why I said we should have had Magic Carpet Ride be our song. But of course, then we would have probably gotten this part of the video muted, right? So anyway, and for all those who've come out to see Quest for Glory 2, and of course for those who've come to see the crazy Sunday brunchers, Edenwaith and Mel, thank you so much for coming in and stopping in. This game is a lot of reading and there's a lot of content. And so I don't want to miss any of your chat, but we're going to make sure that we are looking both ways as we talk. And for me, this is a blind playthrough. I've never played this game. And I don't know how much I'll be playing so much as he really wanted to play it. But this game will resume in November. So this will be the November Sunday brunch game playthrough. As long as he can go through. I don't know how long it'll take him. He came in. We're most likely going to play some golf later. I'll DM you on Discord and you can decide if you want to hop in for a round. We're getting really close to the end of the month and the data. Well, I mean, not the data's not that, but we'll see. Let's just leave it at we'll see and I'll let you know. Okay? Thank you for the invite, Slayer. Play.
So we're gonna go fight.
You're not likely to live long if you go that way.
So it's either I go find Diners at to go,
or we go fight. Fighting is a good thing.
but I want to get a map.
So we're gonna go find something we can fight, like a brigand.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to want to find.
Are the brigands random or are they set? Like you go there, you're gonna fight a brigand. You go there, you're fighting
it's random.
Tyrannosaurus.
Certain creatures generally are more like nighttime, like ghouls only show up at night. Here's
a rock is shaped like the head of a griffin.
This kind of helps you indicate if you're trying to find the dervish.
Like one of those swirling things that is
We'll
that.
see. Yeah, there's a swirling part of a dervish.
Okay. How many of these creatures did they use in future Quest for Glory 3, 4, and 5?
Each game is pretty unique with its creatures for the most part.
Okay, so we're not going to see any. We're not going to see the late Rizolka in the lake, or man who go about in the desert sun soon find himself medium well. Is he still wearing those ugly purple pants?
Oh, we got a fashion critic.
Hi, Serena.
Glad to see you tonight. Thank you so much for
like
being
eating
here and
peanuts.
being one of my VIPs. Very important people like you that make my stream the best ever. So glad to see you. Have a great time.
A small azure frog sits upon a lily pad. What is that? Why is that important?
It's one of the I think the cheat code in Quest for Glory 2 was suck blue frog. So it's a blue frog. And
Gotcha. Can you
I'm not
catch a
sure.
frog?
I don't know. If we had a fetch spell, I'd probably try casting it or something.
All right, let's talk to this little guy. Judging by the way of his beard attached to the palm, the guy must really like it here. You can't unrash the dervish's beard. It's stuck to the tree.
I want